Hi there, this is going to be a quick demonstration of how to use the TapSee mobile survey system. So we're going to use the TapSee website to create our survey, and then we're going to pick up our Android mobile device and execute the survey, and then we're going to come back to the TapSee website to analyze our results. So we're going to start by clicking up the top here on Create Survey, and we're going to give our new survey a name, and it's going to be the favourite cafes in Toulouse. At any time we can put a tick here in the box Show Help Tips to get rollover help about the various elements on the page. So we're going to start by giving the first page in our survey a name, and it's going to be Essential Infos. We're going to put the label for the first question, and it's going to be Cafe Name. Now we're going to continue to add more questions to our survey. So I'll start by clicking on a numeric question, and it's going to be the number of tables in the cafe. Okay, I'm going to continue on. I'm going to select a choose one question, and it's going to be, do they serve soya milk? Okay, and the possible options for this question is going to be either a yes or a no. Okay, I'm going to continue, and I'm going to choose a choose many question, which will enable the user to select 0 or more options from the list. And so the name of this question is going to be the ambience. Okay, and the possible options is, do they have music? Okay, is there a garden? And do they have newspapers? Okay, and we can delete and move the options up and down using the buttons here. Okay, now I'm going to create a new page in the survey, and it's going to be a page dedicated to photos. I'm going to call it photos, and I'm going to add a question here, a photo question, and it's going to be called front. So here I'll be taking a photo of the front of the bar. I'm going to use the duplicate field option here to create another photo question, and it's going to be called bar. So here I'll be able to take a picture of the front of the cafe and of the bar. Now I'd like to eventually see all my cafes on a map, so I'm going to add a GPS question. Okay, it's going to be called GPS location. And I've just realised that I should have put this question up here in the Essential Infos page. So I'm going to grab this by the drag marker, and I'm just going to drag it here to the bottom of the Essential Infos page. You might have noticed here the option to allow mobile devices to synchronize results. So this just enables different Android mobile devices to exchange results between themselves, which can help when organising teams to avoid the same data being collected multiple times. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the survey as it stands. I'm going to go ahead and save it now. When we save our survey for the first time, we are given a survey code. The survey code is very important. This is how we're going to download the survey to our Android mobile device, and also to analyse the results once they've been collected. You notice also that there's a link here which can be used to enter responses directly using a web page if for some reason using an Android device is inappropriate. Okay, so that covers the creation of the survey. Let's go ahead now with our Android device and collect some results. Okay, so here we are in the TapSee mobile app. We're going to start by clicking up the top on Load New Survey. We're going to enter our survey code. We're going to click on Load Survey. And here we see our survey has been downloaded to the device. So we're going to click on the survey title, and we see a list of all of the responses that we've collected so far. We're going to click up the top now on Conduct, and we're going to start a new survey response. So here we see all the questions that we entered on the TapSee website, and we're just going to go through all the different fields and enter our responses for each field. We see that the select fields present us with a list of options that we can choose, and the GPS question is a button that we can click to initiate the GPS capture. We can expand and collapse individual pages by clicking on the page header to help us navigate through large surveys. So once we're happy with our survey, we can go ahead and click on the Save button, and that has saved the survey result to the device. The results are presented in red because they have not yet been uploaded to the server. This way, we're able to collect multiple survey results without the need for a network connection. So when we're ready to upload our results, we're just going to click up the top here on upload, and all of our results will be sent to the server. The next feature that we're going to demonstrate is the synchronization of results between Android clients. So we're going to go ahead and click up the top on the sync button, and this is going to download all of the results that have been captured for this survey, potentially by other devices, to our device. So this feature really helps us share data between survey teams. Note that this feature is only available if you enabled it when you created this survey. So here we have a list of all of the results for the survey that have been captured by the different Android devices, and we're able to browse through them on our device as if they'd been captured by us ourselves. Clicking on a response allows us to view or modify it regardless of whether it was collected using this device or not. So our survey contains a GPS question, so the next thing that I'd like to show is the use of the Map tab. So we're going to go ahead and click on the top on Map, and we can see all of the results that we've just downloaded using the sync function presented on the map. We can change the layers of the map using the buttons there, and we can zoom and pan the map as we normally would using Google Maps. We're able to click on any of these survey results to bring up an info window containing the data. If we click on the info window, then it takes us to the data entry screen. So here we're able to, for example, directly modify this result using new information. And now when we go back to the list, when we look for our result, we can see that it's marked as being not uploaded. So we're going to tap up the top on upload, and it's going to send just the changed record to the TapSee server. Okay, so now we've finished collecting our results, we're going to go back to the TapSee website to view and analyze them. Okay, so now that we've performed the survey using our Android device, we're going to come back to the TapSee website and have a look at our results. So we click up the top on Analyze Results, and we enter in the box here our survey code, and here we have a listing of all of the results that have been uploaded to the TapSee website. We can click on the column headings to perform sorts, and we can click on any of the images, any of the photos that have been sent to get photo previews. We can perform some simple analysis using this page. So for example, I'm going to click up top here and do a grouping by whether the cafe serves soya milk. Okay, so straight away we can get the result that there were 47 cafes that did not serve soya milk, and we can present that in a little graph. This graph we can save as a PNG locally to our desktop. When we choose a group by column, the data in the table is effectively grouped by that column, and we can see the number of records corresponding to each different value in the table. So here we're just going to change to do a grouping by a different column. This time it's going to be the number of tables in the cafe, and we're going to demonstrate that once we've got a grouping set, we can apply a filter, just a simple filter where a text needs to match a value in a column, and when we apply a filter we can see that the grouping graph and all of the data in the table changes automatically as we click. So this is just an easy way that we can do a quick analysis to count the number of records according to a certain criteria that we want to specify. Okay, so the next functionality we're going to demonstrate is the map. So we're able to click on the Map tab. We're going to see all the same data that was presented in the Results tab, and now it's projected on a map. We're able to zoom and pan on the map, the same as any Google Maps application. And we can click on a record, and we can see all the different data for all the fields. Clicking on a photo enables us to view the photo, and clicking up the top on satellite just allows us to see the satellite image as a backdrop. So TapSee surveys can be exported in 3 different ways. We've got Microsoft Access, we've got Google Earth KML, and Microsoft Excel. Here we're going to export as Google Earth KML, so we're able to select which fields we want to export and whether the photos should be included in the export. Once the KML file has been downloaded to our machine, we're able to click on it, and that's going to launch Google Earth. And Google Earth is going to present the data similar to what we had in the map view in the TapSee website, but inside Google Earth we're able to do some nice panning and zooming and visualize the data in 3D, We have the same information in the info bubbles there when we click on the records. Okay, so we're going to come back to the TapSee website to demonstrate one last item, which is the ability to respond to TapSee surveys using just a web browser. So you can click on the link from the Analyze page and respond to a survey using just the web browser. Okay, so that's it for the demonstration. If you've got any questions, please contact us via the website. Thanks.